Hello? YouTube? Is there anybody there? Hello? My beard's getting crazy. What's up, guys? Welcome to... Alright, I'm reading the thing that says, welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by your community guidelines. Does anybody know what the guidelines are? Should I have read guidelines before I did this? What up, Mike Shavaria? Shavaria? How's it going, buddy? Sitting on the front porch, bored, pretty much. So I figured I'd stop by on YouTube and say what's up. It's a little late. It's almost 11. Went to Epcot Center yesterday. It was entertaining. It was good times. What are you guys getting into? What's up, Nathan Long from Pennsylvania, huh? How's the weather up there, buddy? Chilly? Chilly still? It's t-shirt weather here. As you can see, t-shirt weather. Yeah. The modifications that were done from my Unisender. So the top mod that goes on the top plate, that is called a drum, and it is from Richard Mumford's website. I think it's Climbing Innovations or something like that. If you Google Unisender drum, then you can get that. But although that drum itself has been modified like after the fact, it's been, some of the weight has been trimmed off of it. But the bottom part, the rope catch, a gentleman by the name of Tom Matthews, he makes the kits and he sells them. If you Google Matthews Fabrication, or if you email matthewsfabrication@gmail.com, then he could hook you up. But that's where I got that. He actually put it on for me. It was Rion Round's idea. So, I was like, kind of like, whatever, I don't even need it. But now I'm super stoked that I got it because it made it 100% better for real. But yeah, if you look on Instagram, Matthews Fabrication, I think one of my recent posts on Instagram has his username, and you can just message him there or email him, MATTHYS fabrication@gmail.com. Contact him. He'll send you a kit, drill a hole through the Unisender arm, slap it on there. It's good to go, man. It's so dope. You got some work to bid tomorrow? Rock on, buddy. Rock on. Nathan Long. 74. That's nice weather. 74 is like almost perfect tree cutting weather. The rain's not perfect. The newest video is awesome. Just put my newest ones up. Rock on, buddy. Joshua Steele. I don't watch many tree work videos, so. What up, Crystal Valley? How you doing, buddy? Rodrigo Ramos. Hola, man. The cat wants inside. The cat wants to get inside, but I'm not going to get up. Because that cat just thinks she's a god. Nope, don't come over here and bother me, please, cat. I'm telling you, you will not get what you want from me. Cat's frustrating. What up, Scoot TCI? How you doing, buddy? Oh, here, I'm going to flip this around so my camera's not. There we go. Because the comments don't stay up. It's super frustrating. '50s in Illinois. Man, it's starting to get hot here. It's starting to be summertime. Not really looking forward to it, to be honest with you. I'm still smoking, Diego. I tried to quit. I started smoking the CBD flower, which is just hemp flower, and I've cut back a significant amount. I was smoking almost 2 packs a day, depressingly. But now I'm down to less than a pack a day, probably about 10, 12 cigarettes a day. But yeah, it is, dude. It's definitely, it's getting up there here in Florida. It's definitely starting to get hot. I'm not like, so all winter I just wanted like a good sweat because I gained weight. I weigh the heaviest that I've ever weighed. I weigh the heaviest that I've ever weighed in my whole life right now, and I don't know how I feel about that. So it's like I feel like I just need to sweat. I need to sweat. So I've been wanting to get this like good sweat in, just so I can see if I like lose, if I'm like retaining water like the women do or whatever. Nathan Long, there is a slow season in Florida. It's not necessarily like the winter time. It's more the holidays. So between like, I would say between November and February, it's January, February, it starts to pick up, and then it's starting to get busy now. Yeah, you know what, Mike Shivaria, I think it is the winter weight, so to speak, and I mean, I've been eating like shit lately, and like just terrible, like eating like fucking whole pizza a couple times a week. I don't know if that, it is because we're getting old. It's not. Did you guys see the ending of the last Bluff edit I did? I tried to do a handspring. I mean, granted, I have a helmet on and boots on, and usually I do stuff like that barefooted or with flip-flops on. But I almost couldn't get all the way around. Dude, if I drink one Red Bull, I'm like fucking shaking like a leaf, seriously. I'm not letting you in the house, Kat. Just chill out. Oh man, dinner's ready. My sister made some. My grand. Don't be so judgmental over your cooking. It's probably delicious. Okay. You're doing like this. She's like, it's okay. You're like that. You're like, it's okay. It's okay.
I think they were better the first time.
I'm live on YouTube.
Hello, live on YouTube.
My sister said, "What up, guys?" She's single. She's 40.
Here we are.
She's got a great personality. DM me if you want her username. I'm not gonna put it out there on the live, you know. Slide into her DMs, everybody. Yeah, soda weight. I don't drink that much soda. Like I actually bought 2 liters of cherry Coke today, and some of that orange vanilla Coke. I wanted to give it a try. I don't know. We'll see how it is. You know, we'll see how it works out with the orange soda. Try a little bit of it. I don't know. Not a big fan. Yeah, you've been trying to holler? Yeah, man. You gotta be local. She's not gonna travel, you know? To be honest, like, I really enjoy putting her on the spot like that. It's really fun to me. That's my sister, you know? And I want her to be happy, and I feel like, I don't know, she deserves a good person. Oh, yeah, you said you might need to go back to Largo. Oh, yeah, that was you that said that, bro. A lot of people comment on my shit. I don't remember a lot of it. I saw, so was that your climbing line? No. That was, so the climbing line that Carl ate was some other climber that left his rope under, like, a big pile of fucking brush and shit that Mandy was starting to climb. It was the climber's fault, not Mandy's. Granted, she should probably inspect the area before she starts grinding, but yeah, I guess the tail of his rope was at the bottom or at the base of a stump, like a bunch of debris and shit was over it, and she just started grinding and sucked it up. I was kind of pissed. I was like, dude, this better not be. I know you saw that comment. What the fuck is this, Mandy? So, yeah, well, how long have I been a climber? Sawmill John, I've been a climber since 2000, I don't know, almost 10 years. I've been saying I've been a climber for almost 10 years, for about 10 years now, so 10 years. Like, for real, like, not just saying that. I've actually been climbing almost 10 years now, for money, you know? So, oh man, super chat, hide all chat messages. Yeah, I like to tell everybody. Yeah, I mean, it's a good number. People trust a guy who's been doing something for 10 years, you know? It's hard to get work when, you know? It's like, oh, how long you been doing this, Trapper? I've been doing this for 10 years. They're like, oh, okay, fuck yeah, come on down. You know, and I just played that off for 10 years, and here I am with actually 10 years of experience. It's 2019? 2009. Yeah, I think I took down my first tree in like 2006. Just like as a lawn company guy, up in a tree using a pole saw, hanging from a construction fucking fall arrest harness. Like just not doing a good job. Doing flush cuts on prunes with my buddy Nick. We were just lawn workers. And then I moved out to Colorado, and I actually got some experience out there. And fuck these papers, dude. Frustrating. Hey guys, I think I missed the gum. You tell your customers that you downloaded a free climbing app on your phone. That's hilarious. Man, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I told her, like, almost every job, maybe not anymore, but I used to tell customers, like, oh, they're like, oh, wow, you do a really good job. And I'm like, yeah, it's not bad for my first time, right? I know all you guys heard that joke before. But the app joke is pretty funny. It's definitely like an updated version. I'm not letting you in, Cat. There was somebody opened the door and everything. Yeah, you started when you were 18. I wish I would have started that young, but I did a lot of jobs. I did a lot of jobs before I found tree climbing. I did a lot of different type of work. Yeah, oh man. Yo, the black and milds make me think of my brother. My brother died in a motorcycle accident, like, back in 2011, I want to say, 2011, 2012, he died in a motorcycle accident, and that's all he smoked was black and milds. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I watched a couple of YouTube videos last night. Got this gear at a pawn shop. Yeah, I've said that a couple times. It's pretty great. I like that. Pretty much. It's funny, out of all the jobs, I go back to tree work. Yeah, I sold used furniture when I was like, so I dropped out of high school when I was like 16, whatever. It was a mistake. 16, 17, I was out of high school. Started selling used furniture at a local, like, used furniture store. That was okay. I was with my buddy making like $200 a week or some stupid, ridiculously low number like that. And then I delivered mattresses for Mattress Firm, which, that was kind of crazy. We didn't have GPSs, so I was like navigation, and I got actual map book. Like we had a map book. He would give me a list of addresses all around, in the Tri-County area, and I would plan out our route based on, scheduled delivery time and the best route for, doing a big circle and what was convenient, stuff like that. It was pretty cool. It was boring. I was like with this Colombian guy who barely spoke any English at all. So, and then what else did I do? I fabricated granite for a while. I did polishing and fabricating granite countertops. Did some installs too. I installed carpet. I did stone crab fishing. That was fun. What else did I do? I worked at Winn-Dixie, which is a supermarket, as a stock boy. My first legit job on the books was stock at Lowe's, overnight stock. I worked the electrical department. That sucked. All those stupid light switches, different connectors and shit. That was a horrible job. I had no work ethic back then. Would you rather work for somebody, some contract climb, or be your own boss? Abe Taylor. I work for somebody now. I contract climbed for him for about 5 years. And I always told him that if he ever wanted to hire me full time, he was basically the only guy who I said, hey, can you hire me full time? Because I like the way you work. I like your crew. So I work full time for somebody now, and I'm actually really happy with where I am. I like my crew. Contract climbing has its perks, but it's also got its downfalls. Like, during the holidays, I would be really slow. I would get like 1 or 2 days a week, and that always killed me. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was going back reading some of the comments, see if I missed anything. Yeah, contract climbing has its benefits. It was super nice, like, mainly because I would just go and knock out big trees and then fucking leave, I put the wood on the ground and leave, and that was it. I brought all my own gear, worried about all the stuff that I had to deal with at the job site, but also I had to train people every day, like, for lack of a better term, like, every day was a Monday, so people were like, I don't know how to run a port wrap, and there was a lot more risk because I didn't know, who is holding that rope. There was days I showed up on job sites and people are nodding out because they're on so many opiates and stuff like that, and it's just like, man, like, why am I doing this? So my boss, Jeff, had health issues back, last June. He asked me if I wanted to come on board full time because he couldn't climb much, and I accepted the position. He knew what I told him how much money I wanted, and he gave it to me. I hate climbing palms too, buddy. Michael, I hate it. Oh, excuse me. Not a big fan of climbing palms. Actually, palms really suck. Because it's an outdoor industry, that has a lot to do with it, and it's not heavily restricted, and there's a lot of, like, it's not heavily, restricted, let me see, that's not a good word. It's not heavily observed, You know what I mean? But I mean, in all reality, I think substance abuse is very prevalent in a lot of industries. We just don't see it as much because we're not in those industries. You know what I mean? Substance abuse is common across all classes of people, across all different industries, all walks of life. But a lot of, how many tree companies do you know that do a background check? How many tree companies do you know that's doing a background check on its future employees? They'll do a drug screen, but any idiot can pass that test. You just got to study. But it's kind of the bottom of the barrel. People do outdoor laborious jobs, and they fall back on lawn care, construction, landscaping, tree work, all of that kind of stuff, concrete work. There's so much stuff. It's labor. But there's people in every industry that are on substances. It's not just tree work. It's everywhere, man. Money grows on trees. Kind of easy money. Yeah. 727 in the house. Nodding out. JC so hard finding people in PC who aren't. 727? Where are you from around here, Drew? 727 in the hizzy. Nodding out. JC so hard find peeps in Pinellas County who aren't. Oh, yeah. Well, it's. Oh yeah, I think. Was that you I was talking to on Kick? But yeah. Yeah, it's hard to find guys that don't. I've caught in crews doing fucking straight up heroin in the truck on the brake, and then nodding out while holding my ropes, and I don't really judge people. Do what you want as long as it's not gonna affect your work performance. I don't give a fuck. Listen, if you do, a couple lines of blow before you come into work every morning, and it doesn't affect me negatively, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna judge you, dude. I'm not gonna judge you. It is what it is. People have their vices, everybody has their thing. 81310, but man, it's cool to see local people, man. It's cool. It's cool to see the locals out here, man. I feel like most of my, people that watch my stuff is out of town. 863. I don't know where that is. Be ready. So busy I haven't seen your latest stuff. Oh, my latest fluff. I think the latest fluff came out pretty good, I was kind of iffy about my music choice, but I just went with it. Started editing and went with it. Worked out well. I think it's hard to pick songs for the music, Lake County 352. Oh shit, Ocala area. Dang, there's some Florida people in here tonight, huh? Rock the fuck on. Florida man. Oh, Florida man. What are we gonna do with ourselves? Lake County. I'm going to Vegas in a week, I think. Oh shit, I'm going to Vegas in 10 days. I'm so excited. Ah, thank you.
Is this what you're going on?
Yes.
I probably won't need that at all.
Thank you. I'm going to use that. Thank you very much. Thanks for remembering.
No, Stephanie goes, hey, remember that?
Really,
tool?
Stephanie?
Yeah, she
Nice.
just did. Yeah.
I love my sister. I pruned too. I pruned mostly last week. I I did a lot of pruning last week. I pruned 6 trees on Tuesday, or when I pruned 6 trees on Wednesday. Excuse me. Pruned a couple more on Friday. It was like, I don't know, it was just bullshit jobs. I hate it, but my boss knows that I like removal, so that's what he usually sticks me on. Dude, Chris LaValle, a company, a foreman I was working for, or a company I was working for, and the foreman decided to try to pull this 75-ton crane on a driveway, and we found a sinkhole in the driveway. It's filled with water. It's huge. It's on video somewhere on my YouTube channel. It's one of the daily videos. Forget what it was. It was pretty dope. But dinner's been ready, so it's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm just eating dinner. But it's been ready. I'm gonna go in there and eat. It was nice. It was nice talking to you guys. Appreciate you coming out. You guys take it easy. Have a good night. All right. Stay out of trouble. Yeah. Just stay out of trouble. All right. Climb safe. Corny statements. Climb safe, bro. You know, don't fall out of the tree, man.